Hey, hello everybody, welcome to the Sound Test Room. Today we are taking a look at SynthMaster's 2 and a beginner's guide to sound design. Okay, so we're going to design a patch. Now, I am a beginner sound designer, just like you, if you're watching this and you're a beginner. But we're going to design a nice pad sound, okay? And we're going to use both oscillators, we're going to use both filters, some effects in the ADSR. So we're not going to get complicated, so I'm not going to start explaining what all this other stuff does, because honestly, I would explain it all wrong. Okay, so I'm learning as I go. So the first thing I'm going to do is choose a waveform. We go up here and we hit initialize preset. This is what you're hearing now. And you've got this sawtooth wave. This is where you're going to have a lot of fun with SynthMaster 2 if you're designing sounds for the very first time, because it comes with absolutely tons and tons of stuff. Here we have our basic stuff, the one we're on, and some noise. We can go to waveforms and we've got basics here again, or asymmetrical. And we haven't made any other adjustments. We're just previewing waveforms, and you see there's absolutely tons and tons of them. You know, you could... I like the samples, and I'm going to go all the way down here to Balentz, he's one of the owners of KV. So, and you'll see that you might recognize some of these if you've got Sounds of the World and stuff like that. I'm going to use this M400 Mellotron patch. Okay, so that's it. You've selected your wave, and there it is. You can scroll through the waves as well, backwards and forwards. So go back to our Mellotron choir. Now let's adjust our ADSR. So you've got different functions here, obviously tons and tons of them. We're going to stick with ADSR, and I'm just going to bring up the release. So I've got a nice amount of release, and maybe... yeah, that's nice. Okay. Cool, so one oscillator we're using, and we haven't engaged our filters. Let's turn filter 1 on. And we don't need to worry about distortion or anything just yet, so. This is our pre-gain. You can do detuning, panning, and pitch. So that's it. I'm happy. That's fine. We could add, we could add some drift, amount, and speed. To give it that kind of analog vibe, sort of thing. That might be nice. Okay, so let's switch off oscillator 1 and go to oscillator 2, and we don't need to worry about the filtering now, so we'll switch the filter off. So now we're back to our basic saw. For this one, let's choose a waveform, maybe some from, I don't know, what's this one? Or maybe this one? Or some from a bootleg? Okay, we'll use that one. Otherwise we'll be here all day. But you can dig in and really start to explore all these waveforms and stuff. So we'll choose that one for oscillator 2. Again, it's going to adhere to our envelope we already have set up, so that's fine. And we'll switch our filter back on. It's quite nice. We'll switch filter 2 on this time as well. But turn it down a little bit. And let's switch oscillator 1 back on and see how we're going. It sounds really nice. We haven't added any R effects yet. So what we could do maybe is pan them a little bit. And then pan the choir this way. Maybe even more to get a real amount of spread. Now we could add some distortion if we want, and we have a choice of where we add it. So we have it after the filter. Okay, now we just want to make sure that we... That's quite nice actually. We can start to control our volume a bit now. So I've got a really nice old style kind of style school vibe thing going on. Let's push our attack time up a little bit more. Maybe as well we can like... We want it to fade out, sort of kind of. That's quite nice. Okay, so now we're looking at layering. We can stop doing this now. This is going to be like if you want to split the keyboard and stuff. Routing, we can see what's going on now. We have both oscillators, and we're going to go into the effects. So we have 5 slots where we can add effects, okay, and then all we need to do is long hold and it'll bring up the effects that are available for us to use. Well, I definitely want to put a reverb on here, so I'm going to do that. So just hang on a sec. I'm just going to go back and select my reverb again. Right, so there. And we're going to... Nice. Okay, and then definitely want some chorus on that to make it even wider. So let's, are we in? I think. No, next one we want chorus. Not so much depth, maybe, but. Quite nice and medievalish. See if there's anything else we can add in the effects. Maybe, I mean, it's just not too bad. We could add a little bit of delay just to kind of, I'm not going to really hear it too much. Let's have it on ping ponging, so So now we've made all these adjustments with the effects, it might be a nice time to actually have a little bit of a mess around with filter 1 now. Touch too loud. And then we need to save and save preset as. We're going to put it in the we're going to not make a new band cancel. I want to put it into TSTR. Where's my other one, my other patch there, and we'll call this kind of medieval. I don't know, medieval pad. Okay, and let's just hit save. And now, there we go. So if we go into our browser now, let's close this, and go into TSTR, here's Mooch, which I made earlier. And here's the new one we've just made. And bearing in mind here, and I will explain, I've done no modulation or stuff like that. I'm learning myself, you know, so. That's 100% definitely a patch that I would use, and I don't think there's anything the matter with it at all. We've got loads of movement going on anyway with the effects and stuff, so yeah, it's cool. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. That was a patch from scratch, from initial. We'll do some more of these, and like I said, I'll try and make them a little bit more complicated, but you don't have to be complicated to make great sounds with SynthMaster 2. The cool thing is, of course, that it's such a deep synthesizer that you can do pretty much anything you want. So if you're a beginner, all this stuff, it looks confusing. It looks like, wow, what's going on? We've got other effects we can add in, effects buses and stuff, and all the rest of it. So, you know, there's loads and loads and loads and loads of stuff that we can do with SynthMaster 2. But that's a nice patch, medieval pad. And of course, we know it works because we've just changed patch from Mooch to medieval. Guys, thanks very much. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, consider becoming a patron, even if it's just for Christmas, to help support me and Joe at the Sound Test Room. It was very much appreciated and necessary. We are community-based business. So anyway, bless you all. I'll see you all later. Ta-ra, SynthMaster 2 patch from scratch. We went all medieval.